This project contains 108 curve groups and 1401 curves spread out across all of those curve groups. Where do you begin to display that information? In Data Studio, there's a tool called a service track wizard. It divides up the types of presentations in categories, service categories. So a typical real-time job, for example, could be selected here. And then it gives you a list of the services that you might want to do with that job. So if a job is going to begin with, you're always going to have a gamma ray. So you pick the gamma ray, which includes a near bit gamma ray, and then pick the services that you're running with the job. I'll say litho track for this example, and resistivity. What's showing up over here on the right are a list of predefined tracks that are called service tracks. And you'll also notice that there are some questions being presented. A field engineer is going to know the answer to these questions, but when you click on the question, there's some help here as to which choice you make. In this case, it's saying that a corrected gamma ray should not be used for hole sizes larger than 17.5 inches. So I'm going to change it to a parent. I don't want to see the TVD curve, so I'm going to change that to no. And there's several other drop downs, and every service will have a different set of questions that have to be asked. So with those choices made, then all I need to do is pick OK, and the service track wizard builds the presentation for me. Since the combination of services and presentation types, depth time or TVD presentations, drilling data, raw data, the number of combinations becomes enormous, and maintaining templates for all these possibilities is a virtual impossibility. So it's very easy to build each deliverable at the beginning of a job using the service track wizard and just answering a few questions. You can also make a template from your choices and export them. In the layout designer here, you select the deliverable that you've just defined and you say export, and it will take the information that you've built here and export it into a template. And if I clone this and do something else, I can then take that cloned deliverable and merge it into the one that I just created. So you can keep adding to it, or you can build them all at once, select them all, and export them all at once to a template. As jobs progress, the number of services get added to the job. So that's another advantage of this. You don't have to have a template for each phase of the job. As an example, if we were to go into this job and then something new was required, we go back into the service track wizard. You notice it remembered all of my choices. I can then go in and say that I want to add a gamma ray image, and then say OK. And it just modifies the existing presentation with that gamma ray image. I could also do something like go back into the service track wizard and say I need a presentation now for formation evaluation for memory curves, and choose a different category. It leaves these selections the same since they overlapped, and then just say OK. And if I've got memory curve data in my project, that will be displayed. In this case, I didn't have that image as a memory curve, but everything else was there. And It includes data point indicators, sliding indicators, um, virtually anything that you can imagine can be done with the service track wizard. One of the common things that the field has to do is they need to validate that their tools are working properly. So you go into the service track wizard and you change the category to global log QC plots. In this case, these are individual, they don't get combined together. So I can tell it I want to see the lithotrack level 1 LQC plot, and it'll build that for me. And now the field engineer can use that plot to qualify the output that he's seeing. And that's the approach we took to solving this huge number of display formats that a log viewer needs to support.